Why ain't YouTube? It's your boy Kurt, man. I'm back with another video. Peace to the gods, peace to the goddesses, peace to the kings, peace to the queens, peace to everybody tapping in, man. Hey, shit. Let me just show y'all where I'm at. You feel me? Location unknown. By the waterbed this morning. Decided to finish this part 2 of the video I was recording. Y'all remember the last video I made was about how low self-esteem can really stem from the view that you have from your father, right? So we're gonna continue that video. What the fuck? We're continuing that. That's a part 2 because the last video I made. Hold on, but why my camera not? Yeah, there you go. So this is a part 2 because the last one I made, it cut off. My audio cut off at like 10 minutes, and I was just about to get to how I managed to overcome and combat that I had, that low self-esteem, which stemmed from my father, not just me. So, shit, hold on. I need to quickly go back to the video that I dropped, just so that I could see where I was, like where I was, so that we can continue from there. Cause this is straight off the dome. I do have some notes just for reference, just to help y'all, but at the same time, shit, I just been so busy. I did not prepare for this, but I need to finish this video. So give me a few minutes. We can chill. Shit, I got my blunt rolled up. I only smoke weed. You feel me? But I also buy myself some dried mint, so I get dried mint leaves, and then I mix that when I roll up, depending on my mood. For me. And we strictly smoke sativa, strictly, because indica makes us sleepy and shit. So, hold on. Give me a few seconds, y'all. I just need to get this in here. How you see yourself, how you see your father is directly linked to your self-esteem / self-image. That's where we at. But the video's taking so much time to load, I don't know what the fuck is going on, right? God damn it. There you go. The way that my mom saw my dad ended up being the way that I saw my dad. Yeah, the way that my mom saw my dad is the way I ended up seeing my dad. That's what I said last. Give me a few seconds. Boom. So, yeah, nigga, that's where we at. The way my mom would see my dad was exactly how I would see my dad now. And do you know why that's bad? Because if you didn't grow up with your father, right, that means you never saw what manhood really is. You only heard about it, and the shit that you heard was complete bullshit because your mom was super emotional. Your mom was in her feelings. Your mom was always, saying negative things about your daddy. And as a young nigga, I don't know if our parents understood this, but this is basically the view you had of manhood, nigga, because she's talking about your father, bruh. Where else are you gonna learn what manhood is if it's not from your daddy? You know what I'm saying? This is why a lot of single home households end up getting, that's why niggas end up being in the streets, niggas end up being in jail, niggas end up being gay, because there is no significant role model for what being a man is in the house, right? So, shit, we already know that. But what I'm telling you now is that your negative self-image is coming from the fact that your mom was always saying negative things about who your father was, and because you don't know who your father was when you was in the fucking house, every time you heard these negative things, this is what you then attached manhood to be, and this is what then you ended up making your image. Do you understand? I hope you understand what I'm saying, my nigga, because shit, when I learned this, nigga, shit, it done took me some time. This shit hurt. It hurt, but you feel me? You need to, like, be able to get over this and heal this so that you don't become a fucked up father just like your father, nigga. My nigga, I'm seeing niggas who are in their 30s and 40s plus who got unhealed child trauma, bruh. And this shit starts coming out when they be drinking, when they be getting drunk, and when they be making certain decisions in their life. So I ain't trying to be like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be 40 You know what I'm saying? Now crashing out from things that happened when I was 7, 2, 3. Excuse me. It's like wintertime over here, so shit, I'm not catching none. It's just a sore throat, you feel me? Not a sore throat, but a goddamn runny nose. It's the sinuses, man. It's the sinuses. They trying to comfort me, but man, we way too strong for this shit. So, because you never heard the respect for manhood from your mother, then you have no sense of respect for your own manhood as a man. Simply because you never heard it from your mom to your dad. I promise. I'm going to say that again. Because you never heard the respect for manhood from your mother, then you have no sense of respect of your own manhood, my nigga. I hope I'm talking to somebody. Men struggle with self-esteem because everything they hear about their fathers when they're not around is a fucking lie. I hope y'all heard me. Men struggle with self-esteem because everything that they hear about their fathers when their fathers are not around is a fucking lie. And why do I say that? Because, my nigga, if you're gonna listen to your mama talking about your dad, bro, don't forget that at some stage they was once boyfriend and girlfriend. At some stage there's peers. They life partners now, right? So most of our parents, my nigga, they never had the knowledge and on how to be a parent. So when she's talking to you about your dad, nigga, she's most likely not even thinking that she's not addressing him as your father. She doesn't even know. She's not even aware that she's not addressing him as your father. She's probably addressing him as whatever the fuck his name is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that nigga, whatever that nigga name is, whatever your father name is. Because remember, bruh, your father, he is a nigga, right? He's a god at the beginning, and then he's a man, and then after that he is your father, right? Don't forget that he is different things to your mama too. He might have been different things to your mama. To your mama, he was boyfriend first, became husband, life partner, etc. The way in which your mama looked at your father is not the same way in which you're supposed to look at your father. This is why I'm saying everything you hear about your father when he's not around is a fucking lie. And why do I say this with my chest? Because even if some of the shit is true, rather take it as a fucking lie until you see for yourself, bruh. Rather take it as a fucking lie until you see with your own eyes who your father is. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Rather take that shit as a lie until you see it for yourself with your own eyes as a man of your own who your father is. Don't let them motherfuckers tell you who your father is when you ain't seen it. Because, bro, as a man, we all got our own logics, right? I think a certain way, you think a certain way, my brother thinks a certain way. We don't think the same, my nigga. So what you might think is wrong, I might not think is wrong in my eyes. So I'd rather see it for myself and confirm for myself instead of listening to other people, because what this is doing is going to affect you. It's affecting you deep down inside, deep down your subconscious, that inner child that you got. Because that inner child is always going to be looking to the father for validation, but you don't even notice. So when you start accepting things that are not true to be true, guess what happens? That's fucking you up. That's what becomes your reality. So I'm going to say men struggle with self-esteem because everything they hear about their fathers when they're not around is a lie. Yeah. So how a young man sees himself is how the baby mama sees the father. And this is wrong. How a young man sees himself is how the mama sees the father. I'm gonna keep saying this shit because I want you to understand, like, if you've been struggling with self-esteem and your self-image has been taken, like, this shit manifests in so many different ways. You might have things that you've been trying to do, like in life, goals, dreams that you're trying to accomplish, but then it's something deep down inside that's holding you back and you don't know what it is. I hope I'm opening your eyes, nigga, that your self-image could be tainted simply because of a missing father. See, in this life, bro, like, in order to get the things that you want, right, you have to already have those things. Do you understand? In the Bible, it says when you're praying, right, and when you're done praying, you must act as if these things that you ask for are already given unto you. You must already be these things that you want deep down. So the reason why I said that is because I want you to understand that if your self-image, if that negative view that you have about yourself conjures stronger emotions than that of your success, bro, you're most likely never gonna get where you want to get because you have stronger emotions for that negative self-image of yourself than that self-image that you see yourself where you trying to be. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, bro, you might see yourself successful, handsome, like a certain spec, right? Because success is different in people's eyes. Everybody got different level of success, bro. Success to you might be a penthouse fucking Rari downstairs. Success to me might be on a fucking farm with more chickens and cows and shit. Just me planting my weed, me planting my stuff. That might be success to me. Success to you might be for, I don't know. Success to people is different, right? But at the end of the day, it's all about whatever you want. So if your self-image is not aligning with that shit that you want, best believe, even if you get that shit, you're most likely gonna lose it because you cannot maintain it. You have to be tuned to the right channel. And this is why I'm bringing these things up, because we need to get these viruses out the system so that we can tune to the right channel correctly, my nigga. You don't want no bad frequencies fucking up the frequencies that you're trying to align with. So we got to get this bandwidth out the way, which is the negative view of the father, bro. If your father's not in your life, my nigga, like, understand that you have a missing father wound, bro. You feel me? Just understand that shit. And the moment you can start understanding, then you can work towards fixing that and fixing yourself. Let's go, bro. Let's go. So the reason it's wrong to look at your father in the lens of your mama is because, bro, your mom is feminine, right? Your mom is feminine. You need to be looking at your father in the eyes of a man. You see, you need to look at your father in the eyes of a man. Your mom is a woman. So your mom is going to look at your father in the sense of, can he provide for me? Can he protect the family? etc. Things that a woman should look at. Right. What about you? You cannot be looking at your father in the same eyes, because a man needs to look at a man through the lens of a man, bro. Because a man needs to look at a man through the lens of a man, bro. So, shit, I ain't gonna hold you. My father wasn't in my life most of my life, bro. Like, he wasn't in my childhood most of my life because he got divorced from my mom and shit, right? So, growing up, nigga, shit, I got fucked up. I got depressed and stuff like that, right? But I got over that. I'm grown now, and when I'm, like, the information I'm saying now, I already had to learn this myself and decided to take action. So, when I got to a level of maturity in which I was able to confront my father, bro, I hit that nigga up, bro. Real talk. I hit him up. I was like, hey, I need you to tell me, like, what the fuck happened between you and mom, because it was one of them situations where I never got to understand what happened. And a lot of kids get fucked up with divorces, but people don't know. I mean, people know, but, like, they don't care. Feel me? So it's really just up to you to, like, heal yourself and figure this shit out, bruh. At the end of the day, my nigga, shit. So I hit him up. I'm like, yo, what happened? Bro, that nigga spoke to me like a man for the first time in my life, bro. For the first time in my life, I felt like I was being looked at as a man, bro. Not as a son, not as a child, but as a man. Simply because I came to that nigga and I asked him, yo, bro, I need you to tell me what the fuck went wrong, bro. You feel me? And that nigga told me exactly what the fuck went wrong. And then I was like, shit, you feel me? But for me, it wasn't for me to, like, tell him what he could have done right or what they could have done right. I don't care. That's not my place. For me, it was more of a thing of me trying to understand, like, well, not trying to understand, but it was for me to actually humanize my parents, because I noticed, like, kids have this thing that we look at our parents as gods. For some reason, we always look at our parents as God. But I had to dehumanize my parents and actually understand that they human just like me, my nigga. They human just like you. They make mistakes. They probably didn't have the same amount of information that we have today. I mean, shit, we in the age of Aquarius. This is the age of information. So the amount of information we have as a generation, they did not have. This is why some of the information we talk about over here, you cannot even talk to your parents about, because they're gonna look at you like, bro, what the fuck is you talking about? You feel me? Because they so programmed to the old information, and like, bro, it's systematic, my nigga. But we not getting into that today. We ain't getting it. We getting into this negative self-image of the father, bro, because it's fucking you up, and I'm helping you see it. So I had to humanize my dad and my mom and be like, you know what, fuck, y'all just like, y'all like me, but y'all not better than me. Like, y'all just human too. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna let y'all know why I said what I just said. So you have to stop looking at your father through the lens of your mother because she is a woman. You have to stop looking at your father through the lens of your mother because she is a woman. You have to stop looking at Pa in the eyes of Ma because Ma is a woman. Your mom is a woman. You're not a woman. You have to stop looking at your father through the lens of your mother because your mother is a fucking woman. You have to stop looking at your father through the lens of your mother because she is a woman. Shit, I was just about to read the next point, but I know exactly what I wanted to say. I remember typing that because when this happens, you become feminine, bro. When you look at your father through the lens of your mother, you're basically putting yourself in your mother's shoes and you become feminine. You become a feminine man. That's not good. It's not. I'm sorry. I just had to tell you. It's not good, bro. I don't know why it's not good, but then I know that it's not right. It's not right to look at your father in the lens of your mother because that's not who you is. You are a man at the end of the day. So even if, yes, I mean, shit, bro, I got a soft spot for mama and shit, like, because mama's the one who always held it down, right? Like, she took care of me. She raised me. You feel me? So obviously I have a soft spot, but I realized I have to stop looking at my father through the lens of my mother because I was resenting my dad, nigga. Every time I looked at that nigga, every time I thought about that nigga, I hated him. But deep down inside, it wasn't really me. I was looking at him through my mama. I was looking at him from a bitch point of view. To keep it real with you, I was being a bitch. You feel me? But the moment I got out of that, shit, it was easier to live. It was easier to think. It was easier to look. It was easier to like talk to my dad. It was easier to, but I have a relationship. I call that nigga anytime. But because I'm looking at him through the lens of a man now, bro, I understand this shit now, bro. Like, I understand it. It just takes you to just mature to a certain level. But I hope I opened your eyes, bro. I hope I opened your eyes for some of y'all that you've been struggling with self-image. Here's another thing, bro. Here's another thing that I did after I humanized my parents. This is what I did. So this is what I want you to do as well. I want you to understand that you are better than your father. Simply because you stem from him, it is your duty to be sharper, better, stronger for the future generations, my nigga. You understand that? Like, you're better than that nigga. Whatever fuck ups that nigga did, you're better than that. Whatever fuck ups that your previous generations did, you are automatically already better than that. Because it's your duty. It is your duty, my nigga. It's your duty to be better, stronger, sharper than all the previous generations before you. Because don't forget, if you trying to have kids too, your seed is going to have to continue the bloodline. Your seed is going to have to continue the bloodline. And what type of bloodline, what type of trail is you trying to leave behind? So you have to be better, not for you, but for them, right? Understand that you're better than him. I understand this. I had to tell myself, nigga, I'm better than this nigga. I'm better. Multiple times I had to tell myself I'm better than my father. Why? Because one of the laws in the 48 laws of power says, I forgot what law this is, but I quoted it. It says, the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. Why am I better than my father? Because the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury.